Alright, people, let's get straight into this one. 6 months later of the Ducky 1.3 Pro Mini Mechanical Gaming Keyboard. Let's see if this thing is still worth its money. Yes, people, what's good? It's man like Jamo. Now, obviously, Ducky 1.3 Pro Mini, fam. This thing looks sick. Look at those small bezels. You got the Ducky logo on the back there. You got some stands there for different angles of elevation. You got this cool little blue to black colorway with the orange switches coming as little highlights there. Obviously, it's USB-C. No wireless options here on this particular model. But yeah, nah, man, it's just a decently good looking keyboard. Now, inside the box, what you get is some extra keycaps that you can use to customize the thing. You've got a keycap plucker. You've got a switch plucker, because obviously you get new Cherry MX2A switches in there. So if you want to swap them out for anything a little more clickier or something like that, I think I've got browns in there at the moment. You can use that tool there. You got a USB-C to USB-A cable there as well. And you get a little instruction manual as well as some Ducky stickers. Now, I can't lie, even when the RGB is not on, this is a very saucy looking keyboard. Now, you can see at the bottom of every key, you got the secondary functions, because obviously, I don't know, what is this, 60%? 65%? I don't know, it's a mini keyboard anyway, so you're missing quite a lot of keys here. You're missing your arrow keys, which I feel like I can live without sometimes, but I do like to have the arrow keys there. Luckily, we've got the secondary arrow key functions on these little keys here anyway, so you know it's not too much of an issue. Same with the function keys. You've got the numbers at the top there, the number row, no function keys there either, fam. And yeah, and that said, you could just kind of pause the video and look at what keys you're missing out on and what extra functions like volume up and volume down you've got as secondary functions on the keys. Now, flipping over to the back of the thing, you've got two stages of elevation. You've got the first stage, which is this little one here. Then you've got the second stage, which is this little thing here, fam. Nice and simple. Love the fact that Ducky always include simple stuff just like this. Guys, what is this, by the way? It says on, and it says, what? I don't even know what that is. ECE. BCE 1, 2, 3, and 4. I don't know what this is. Never known what it is. I always see it on Ducky keyboards. Mad interesting, but who knows what that does. Also loving the 4 rubber feet that you get on the bottom, even on the little key risers as well, just to make sure your keyboard ain't sliding around wherever you put it on a surface kind of thing. Just little attention to detail features like this is what Ducky are known for. Now, surely, we've got to do a little sound test. So let me just get that set up real quick. Now, in terms of build quality, this thing is, it's just Almaza, fam. Like, the build materials that they've used here, it's not bending, it's not flexing. This thing, if I slapped somebody with it, they would stay slapped for a good long period of time, fam. It's definitely one of the more rigid keyboards that man has actually tested on the channel, fam. And same way with the keys, even the stand themselves, they don't feel like they're gonna flick off if I flick them back too tough kind of thing, kind of like the first edition Gen 1 Nintendo Switch stand did. Everything feels proper solid with this thing. Now, man, I thought I would just plug it in real quick to show you guys the RGB. The RGB has been kind of bright still. It's kind of bright. It's not the brightest RGB man has ever seen, but, you know, I do love the little patterns that it's got going on there. You can switch up the patterns. Do you know? Let me just show you that real quick. You know what's mad? I've just been trying to change the RGB and it wasn't working, so I actually had to whip out the instruction manual, and I thought, let me just show you guys so you can pause the video, and more importantly for myself, in case I lose this instruction manual, what the actual combos of buttons is to change the RGB settings on the keyboard itself. Alright, so it's FN out, then T to change the mode. So, okay, this has got some kind of raindrop mode that they got going on there. This is like a little ripple effect thing. Don't know, this is some kind of also a raindrop thing, but it's like a rainbow effect now. Yeah, see, some of these are reactive, innit? Like you have to press a button to see what happens on it. Okay, that just looks like a normal, regular backlight thing. And that's the fading on and fading off thing, as you can see there. This one's like a little, it's going around and around. Or something like that. And then we've got the normal RGB rainbow wave thing going on. Now, obviously, just to show you that the thing is hot swappable, right, let me drag out. You see, got a little brown switch there. And if man peels this off, should be able to remove the switch with ease, cuz. With ease, come on. Man's a professional switch plucker out here. Then if you want to swap that in for a different switch, you can just swap it in. Or you can just plug this switch back in place. There we go. Slap. In fact, where's that other key? Yeah, let me use this one. This one looks wavy here, fam. Put that in. Yeah, that's what the skate button should look like. I think at the end of the day, it's definitely a sick little keyboard. I've been using it for some gaming. It's not giving me any issues. No ghosting or them things there. I do love the fact that it has quite a few secondary functions. The only issue for me is that most of those secondary functions are functions that a normal full-size keyboard would have. Normally when you have secondary functions, you have extra stuff that keyboards don't have. Like, let's say, for example, you might have brightness controls, you might have an emoji key, or you might have volume controls or track, media play buttons. And it does have media play buttons, it does have volume controls as those secondary functions, but most of the other secondary functions are stuff that keyboards usually have in the first place, like arrow keys, FN keys, print screen, scroll lock, insert, pause, page up, page down, home, delete buttons. Like, do you get it? Like, normal keyboards should have that stuff anyway. So yeah, it's cool that it does have it. It means that you can use it as a normal keyboard. You just have to do a little bit of a learning curve to learn where the new secondary buttons are, kind of thing. For example, the delete button secondary key is under the backspace button, which kind of makes sense because backspace and delete is more time the same kind of thing. But yeah, just in terms of productivity, until you get past that learning curve, it's a little bit of a sticky keyboard to just pick up and run away with. But apart from that, yeah, for gaming and everything else, even a little content creation, my macros are still in the same place. So yeah, I'm pretty much happy with it. No other issues, definitely no issues on the build quality, because that thing is 30. Like I said, and I'll say it again, if you slapped somebody with this, they would stay slapped, fam. There's no unslapping them, fam. Do you get it? And it's just such a small little keyboard. You can put it into one little backpack, keep it moving, kind of thing. Wish they did like a little wireless version, kind of like the Ducky 1X. But yeah, man, for what it is there, it's definitely a decent keyboard, and I would definitely recommend it to anyone looking for a nice small 60% or probably even smaller wired keyboard that you can just plug and play, kind of thing. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like, follow, all that good stuff, and man will hopefully catch you guys in the next thing, innit?